So you're interested in knowing how I went from this to this. Well, this is a mostly uncut, mostly unedited video of my entire paint session while painting this figure. I'm gonna let my past self give you most of the rundown on what I do and how I did it. If you're ever interested in any of the models in my videos, feel free to go check out my Etsy or my Cults 3D. I hope you enjoyed the video. Doop, doop, doop. Oh no, that's a bad spot to do that. Gotta do it over here. Maybe over there. But not here, that's a little too much. Unfortunately, I did record some of my paint session in time-lapse mode, so I can't unedit that. So I originally mixed this red color. I didn't actually use this color, I just bought this. But it's incredibly close and I'm very lucky, but it's something I'd like to harp on is like, if you can just buy the color already pre-made, it'll make your life so much easier because you never have to worry about like getting the right color again. And you're gonna need touch-ups, and if it's something like a very organic skin tone or something like that, you don't really have to worry because like it'll, you know, it could actually look a lot better if it's a skin tone because it'll look more natural. But when it's something that's just going to be like a solid color like these anime figures, it's better to just pick a color from a bottle if you can, because it's just so much easier to do touch-ups. So I am mixing some color for her socks because even though they're mostly gray, they have the slightest bit of green to them, and I kind of want that, and I'm a crazy person and I want to be as accurate as possible. Again, like, if you can't just buy the color, I totally would have, but you know, it's such a specific color, I couldn't find it, especially in these like cheap craft store paints, which I love because they're cheap, but you know, you can't have everything, you know. So let's hopefully get this color. It's still not green enough for me. And you make sure when you're mixing colors like acrylics that you put them on a white piece of paper and dry them off and see what they look like dry, because they could come out a different color. might make it a little lighter. That looks pretty good. Just gotta get a layer down just to get something there, because this first layer is never gonna be the last layer because it's paint's a little too thin, you know? And again, yes, it would probably look better with an airbrush, but you know what I'm not going to do? That, because I don't feel like it. I don't want to use an airbrush right now. I don't want to do all the setup, I don't want to do all the cleanup, and that's perfectly fine. This is just for me, it's not a professional job. And you know what's better than like doing something perfectly? Actually finish something. So I'm 50% way through this, and I figured out a much better way to hold this thing. Making my brush a little soggy, a little too soggy. Yes, I like to work with a lightly soggy brush. I know everybody hates the word moist so much, so soggy is just so much better. That way my brush strokes come out a little cleaner, less noticeable. They're less noticeable. Remember, it's just paint too. You mess up, you can always fix it. It's just paint. So her horns look to be very, very similar to the color of her socks. So I'm going to use my patented stabbing method to put this color on here. It might not be like a perfectly, I really don't think it is, but you know what? It's close enough and it's my figure, so I can do what I want. Color and just stab, maybe not. Look at that, oh my god, so brushy. I'm a liar. I did not use my patented stabby method. So you know what, this works out perfectly fine. It's good enough for now. We'll let that dry on the side. So now we're going to do another layer on these boots. Focus, focus, yes. Do another layer on these boots. very helpful to have the primer color be so close to the actual color, because it'll hide a lot of the imperfections that may or may not be there. Now you want to wait till that layer underneath is dry. That way when you put on the second layer, it doesn't rip up the layer underneath. So sometimes what I'll do in order to get rid of some of these brush strokes that I think are going to be really noticeable is to take my brush that still has some paint on it and put a little bit of water on it and go over it with like a soggy brush to help get rid of some of those ugly brush strokes. And it really does help. Okay, so this piece has a bunch of imperfections that I really need to fix, but honestly, I had a really hard time mixing this color because again, it's another mixed color, and it actually like isn't right in my opinion. I'm actually gonna change it, so I have to repaint the entire thing, and I mixed it right here because again, I couldn't find the color, so I have to mix it. But yeah, I'm gonna repaint this whole thing by hand, just like this purple part. Why won't anything focus? I'm using this flat brush because I thought it'd be easier to get up against these edges, which it is. I'm not going all the way up. I'd like to get really up close and personal off camera. And I don't put like, I don't load up my brush. I just put like the slightest touch. See? Boop. That's it. That's all I want. I don't need to go crazy. And my brush is pretty soggy. I dare say it's wet. I was gonna time-lapse this whole thing, but I feel like this is looking pretty cool. If you want to watch me slowly paint it. Hopefully the glare isn't too bad. It's a little bad from my point of view. Looking pretty smooth. This was a good brush choice. So nice. So satisfying. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I wish I had a smaller one, but I don't. Now, could have I could have taped it all off and, you know, pretty much guaranteed a somewhat straight line. But did I want to tape it off? Absolutely not. Taping something off is almost as bad as sanding something, which I also hate. I'll just get good and paint a straight line. I'd rather do that than tape things off if I absolutely can. So that's most of the coverage. I think it's a lot better. I still got like some of the edges to clean up, but I think it's a lot closer to what I was actually going for. It's a little more colorful, I feel like, in real life. It's a little gray on the screen in my opinion, but I'm gonna wait for it to dry. So now I'm just gonna clean up the edges on this guy right here using the same color I used on the bodice, which is either the same or very, very similar. So I'm just gonna go with that because I have so much of it. And like I said, it's pretty much the same. I'm gonna let that dry and see if I like that because that looks a little too light. Okay, so that's not the color I want at all. It's much too light for me. It has to go much darker than that. So I'm gonna mix a new color for it. Looks a little dark to me. It's a little dark. I guess it looks right. The struggle to hold this piece in frame while I paint it is so real and so difficult. So I want to hold it closer to myself, but no. To just strap the camera to my face, or to my neck, or to a hat. Honestly, it's not a terrible idea. Might make for a better view. So, as desperately as I didn't want to, I didn't have the paint pen that I thought I had, so I had to take this off so I can make these perfect little lines, because these lines have to be perfect or else I'm gonna lose my mind. I couldn't even use like a piece of tape as a guide for the center because I want them to be so tiny. So they're gonna be a little bit irregular, but it'll be fine. So you see me going in like this, just kind of like dabbing up the edges with kind of like a dry-ish brush. I'm doing that because I'm trying to avoid accidentally leaking underneath the tape. I hate that. So I'm just trying to like seal up the edges a little bit. Like I really press this tape down, but just to be extra cautious, I'm gonna try and like basically paint up the edge so it doesn't like leak under. Fuck. Well, that's unfortunate. Kind of knew that point at the bottom was gonna be an issue. Boo. Oh, Jesus. That's awful. Okay, I'm gonna try and clean that up really quick. So I'm gonna use a pretty wet brush, a really thin one, and I'm gonna try and like wipe it off. Luckily I have color for this, but you know, would have been nice if it didn't leak. Damn. Doesn't look like I'm really gonna get that all. That's super dry. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry and then try and clean it up. That's okay. I wish it was nicer, but that's okay. So, I'm pretty sure I put a layer of liquid latex on both of the eyes and the teeth, just so I didn't have to paint them again. I know I put it on the eyes. Ooh, this is kind of dirty, because I could see it, but, and I think it's on the teeth. Hold on, let's see. It's pretty clean. Pretty clean. Now for the teeth. Come on. Give me the piece. That's pretty cute. And I don't have to paint it, kinda. So I'm gonna try and clean up this like jagged edge right here. This teeny tiny brush. But I don't know how this is gonna look on camera, so we're just gonna hope for the best. Again, a very lightly soggy brush. Hope the caffeine has gotten to the jiggle in my hand. It's not too bad. That's pretty clean. Nice. Let's work the same magic here. Not too bad. It's pretty good. Oh, I think I need, oh, wait, I can do this one. Not all of these I can do on camera. Try and do as many as I can. Cool. Okay, this is my first attempt to put it together. I've had to super glue the skirt to the legs, and now the legs are drying inside the little boots. I didn't realize how messed up these arms are. They're kind of like scratched up, but that's okay. But yeah, we're halfway there. So I was looking at this, and I feel like the skin tone is just way too dark. Like in the reference photos, the whites of her eyes basically like match her skin color, or it's just like just a hair off, and like I don't know if I want to go that light, but I think I'm gonna try and put like a wash of white over this, which I'm probably not going to like, but I'm gonna try it anyway because I really don't want to take out my airbrush. So let's hope and pray. So I did something incredible off camera. I started over. Yeah, I sprayed primer back over this because doing the wash over it looked like shit. So I just sprayed it, and now I'm just gonna redo it. And I decided to do the legs too, and I taped them off. Oh, I hate myself. But it's gotta be redone because I broke it and I messed it up. Oh, and look at this. I also got the arms too. Slowly having a mental breakdown. Okay, so I forgot to record me airbrushing this, so my bad. I got some of it, but not all of it. So this is this is much fairer, and it doesn't have the blush or anything anymore, and I'm gonna have to retouch up this, but you know what, I don't care. I can do that, that's fine. Face looks great, legs look pretty good, match pretty well. I mean, it's the same color, just like with a little bit of white. It's not gonna be that much of a variance. And then here's the arms. Mostly fixed. Like, I just wanted it mostly fixed. It doesn't matter if it's just like a little bit of stuff showing, because it's still gonna get covered up. I just gotta put all the blush back on. It looks better. Okay, so nice and dry and clean-ish. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the mouth back in, because I got this nice pretty color. Right there. I'm just gonna paint the mouth back in. Fuck. Soggy brush, save me. Okay. That's dirty ass water. Okay. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna paint in these eyes a little bit because they got a little yellow. So I'm just gonna paint in a little bit of white in there. Okay, so I kind of tore open this. The legs are all dry, and so I didn't really key these boots and these legs very well, so they don't really sit right. So I was able to glue this one in, but I couldn't glue this one in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix up some very soft dough, this Freeform Air made by Smooth On, and I'm gonna like put a little donut inside of this and then shove the leg in and then leave it to dry. I was gonna take off the paper and the tape, but like something in my Ghiblies is telling me not to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. It's probably because, you know, earlier I may have dropped it. Very sad day here. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave that on for now. I don't think it needs to come off, so BRB. So I gotta wait for that to dry, but now I'll probably pass on and I'll go onto this and see if I could put some, I'll probably use like a mechanical pencil to draw in some eyes, or at least like a baseline for the eyes, and then I'll go from there. Okay, so I've got some solid legs now, some nice solid feet. So she stands great. They're never coming off, but that's okay. Did not just kick the face. So yeah, I'll probably take all this off now because I don't think I need it anymore. And yeah, we'll move on. Okay, now we're moving on to something I am super scared about. That is drawing in these eyes. I wanted to use a mechanical pencil, but I couldn't find one. So I'm going to use this teeny tiny paintbrush and just very, very light, very thin, draw it in as best I can. So let's, thoughts and prayers. Okay, so I decided to go with this very dark red because their eyes have kind of like a warm color to them. So this would give like a nice base. But yeah, I have it very, very thin. I have a very tiny brush. And I have a reference right next to me. And here we go. It's just paint. My hands have never been shakier in my entire life. Yeah, I don't know why I made the eye so deep, but I did. So, my eyebrows, like... That's not terrible. It's pretty decent. It's not too bad. But now I gotta do the other one. And it's always the other one that's the problem, right? So I'm not super nervous about the white part, it's the skin part I'm really nervous about. It's fine. If I mess up on the skin, it's a lot harder to fix. Because again, when you don't do things straight out of the tube, it's a lot harder. I think they look about the right size. That is way too much. Way too much. I feel like that eye is a little too small in the upper part. Like, oh, that's too dark. It's really dark for my taste. This part is too dark. It's pretty good. I'd say they're pretty even. And I'd say it looks pretty close. Pretty close. Not perfect. I'll straighten out that line a little bit. But yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, so I cleaned up the eyes a little bit. I feel like I made them a little more even and I made them a little cleaner. But for now, I'm going to go on and put on some cheeks. Mix this nice little color I think will look really nice. And then I'll go into doing some basic color on the eyes. I really wish I had my BRB. Okay, so she's got pretty big cheeks. Blushy cheeks. So I actually don't like that. I think that's way too intense. Get some water right there. I'm just gonna suck some of it off. Brush. I mean, that's better. That's basically nothing. Shit. I'm gonna have to do this very meticulously because this color is way too intense and I can't really go back. Or I'm too brain dead to do that right now. So since this figure isn't like 1-to-1 100% perfect, I'm kind of like skirting the line between like what looks good and what is close, you know, because I want it to look like the figure or the character, but I also want it to look good. Got those really hard edges around there that I do not like. If you want like a watercolor effect, that's a great way to do that, but I don't. Son of a bitch. So that color was way too hot, way too much. So I added just a metric shit ton of white to this, and I like it a little bit more if I blot it off. So I'm just gonna like fill that in, kind of like blot it off a little bit. I do like that more. I might go back in and do like that cute little like anime blushy lines. I know that's not on the character, but it's pretty cute. And I like it, so I might do it anyway. These are actually drying a little darker too, which is not what I expected, but I like it. I'll let that dry and see how it looks. Now that the cheeks are fine, I'm going to go into the eyes with this green, but it's a little too green. I'm gonna make it a little more limey with some transparent yellow, and I'm gonna start blocking that in. Okay, got my green. I'm going in. That still looks really bright, but we'll see. A little too much water in there. Get off my brush. I'll let that dry a little bit. I almost don't think that's light enough. I feel like it needs to be lighter. See that color right there? Because see, that one's like, that one actually has a touch of green in it. That one should be like a little more white. So I feel like it's drying much darker too. Which, not following my own advice and looking at the color before I put it on when it's dry, you know. God for fucking forbid I follow my own advice. I want to paint now. I don't want to wait. Waiting for chumps. That looks much better. but hopefully it dries like that. This side is too wet to add color because it just kind of mixes together. That's fine. I can wait, I guess, a little bit. Okay, so I added a little more color to it. I think it looks really, really nice. It's still not dry, but they look so pretty up against like the fact that there's so much like red and warm colors in her color palette in general, but like next to her cheeks they look really pretty, and like the eyes, the lashes, the dark part, whatever you want to call it. It looks really nice. It looks so pretty. Okay, so I got the color pretty much in there for the eyes. I think I'm gonna try and use a micron to do this like darker part on the inside. But I don't think the micron is gonna be able to like go across the paint. I don't think it's gonna like that, but we'll see. God, I'm just admiring how beautiful it is. It's so nice. This is the reason I do this. It's so nice to see like stuff come together. Very happy with it. I'm just kind of taking the paint off. Ooh, but it was dry. I swear it was dry. But fuck. Okay, so. Okay, so. I did this off camera, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this brown micron and I'm gonna go around the outside of the pupil. That's kind of what I did for, you could see it on the like bottom edge of the pupil and like the edges of the outside of the eyes. I'm gonna use this color on that dark part, not only because it would match, but it's a lot easier. So hopefully the micron is okay with being brushed over this paint or drawn on over this paint, because sometimes it doesn't like that. Yeah, this micron is just kind of like taking the paint off, so I'm gonna go back with the paintbrush. Paintbrush, go. Sometimes the lights in here are not my friend. Clean that up. I don't like that. rugged. A little rugged right there. But it's okay. I'm gonna clean that up. Keep chugging along. It looks really good. It does look really good. It's okay to make tiny mistakes. I'm gonna fix it. Like Bob Ross says, happy accidents. Happy accidents. I don't know who's happy about them, but they're happy accidents. Might have to bring down that dark green a little bit. Not too bad. You guys just missed, like, me making a great line. It's not that great. It's pretty wobbly. I wonder if I can make it a little less wobbly. Not really. That is all. That's alright. I wish that one eyebrow was a little closer to the other eyebrow. Bad eyebrow being that bad. That poopy. Damn it. Boo. It's ever so slightly off, and it's ruining my entire day. It's okay. Truck along. I guess this part of the eye would be the eyelashes, huh? Okay, so cleaned up those eyes. You look really good, pretty good. You look alright. And now I'm gonna do one of my favorite parts, which is putting in the whites of the eyes, and I'm just gonna put I'll look straight up, just boop, the dot on there. Oh, great. That'll be awesome. I don't feel like this brush is round enough. Look at how not round that is. Okay, so I grabbed a smaller brush. Hopefully this will do what I want and not upset me. It is okay. Now the other side. Looks pretty decent. Okay, moving on. So this is pretty much the final look on the face. I have some blush I'm gonna put on like the ears, I think, but other than that, this is pretty much it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so I know I talked about like this little line down here under her boot, and I wasn't gonna touch it, but it's glaring me in the face every time I look at this figure. Like, I can really see it, so I'm going to try and touch it up. I mixed up a color that I think is pretty close, so I'm gonna see how that goes. So this bit ended up being completely out of focus pretty much the entire time, which is a bit of a bummer, but it happens. We'll let that dry and see how that looks in a second. So it looks like that pretty much fixed my problem with it. It's a smidge darker, but I think I can get away with, you know, just believing that it's a shadow. So I'm not too concerned about it. It honestly makes me pretty happy. I don't have to look at that dark line anymore. How cool! I'm so excited. Okay, so I put all the other parts away because these are what I have left. And I kind of need the face for this next part of it. But like, so I have the hair. And the hair's pretty much all airbrushed. I did that last year when I first started this. But the hair isn't keyed like super well. You can tell like I kind of like grinded it up because it wasn't fitting right. Even the back here, I did not make it that well. I'm still very new to this. It does not sit well at all, honestly. Anyway, so this part, I'm really concerned about because it is really super thin, and I've already broken it before. You can kind of see it right there. I'm trying to avoid like having to do anything crazy, like fix it again, because you know it's like where it's breaking is like right where this horn goes. I should have just not put anything there. I should have just like, honestly, I think I should just paint the skin right there, and it wouldn't like be as noticeable. But one of these horns goes right here, right there, right there. Look at that. Nice. Well, I'll figure it out. Okay, I have my face that I just clear coated, and I've got my head. And just as a side note, I just like coated this with matte, and it definitely doesn't look matte. It's shiny as fuck. It's very irritating because I wanted it to be matte, and I can definitely see that shiny. Anyway, I am going to glue this face in with my extra thick super glue. That was a terrible crack. I did not like the sound of that. It sounded really bad. Fuck. Oh, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. That's not as bad as I thought. It just kind of like lifted there. Now it's time to put on the other horn. But yeah. You know, I really wish the broad that made this would have made the figure a little better keyed. Yeah. From dropping something is astronomical. I think this project has single-handedly made my blood pressure like skyrocket. Okay, so I'm about to clear coat all this, but I want to put a little bit of blush on like the shoulders and the fingertips and the knees, because even though it's not in the original art, I think it's really cute and I want it, and it's my figure. I think red will look the best. These fingers are not the best fingers. Like, there is a lot of problems with these fingers. They are all scuffed up. Got a little bit on the palm. Yeah, cute. Very cute. Yeah, just a little bit, you know, adds a little bit of life, love, kawaii. Cute. Down to the wire, and now I'm starting to see all the little imperfections that I'm not going to fix. No, I want blush, not... There you go. Yes. No. Oh, I picked up some pink there. I want that. Get rid of that. Just a little bit, not too crazy. And like a little bit. Did not mean to put it there. Maybe I could have used a paintbrush for this, but you know. Man, I'm ripping up this thing. Good thing I got a lunch. Tore this up a little bit trying to fit it on, but you won't see any of that. Again, wish I'd keyed it a little better. But that's fine. Just a wee bit on these knees. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more to the other side. Well, I said I liked blush. I get blush. Okay, well, I'm gonna glue this while this is sitting on top of it to make sure that the hand sticks in that key, because yeah, I think that's pretty important. So I'm closing in on the end, really exciting. She's got some little highlights, like little dots across her hair that I'd actually really like to put in. I don't think I'm gonna put any highlights anywhere else. I don't think I will, but yeah, I just want to put a couple of dots across her hair, and then maybe put like a little bit of color in this ear. I don't think I'm going to do it anywhere else though. Oh, and she's also got straps on her shirt that are red. Okay, well, I'm going to take care of that too. That barely changed, but whatever, that's fine. I'm spending way too much time on a color that's literally gonna be like 4 dots. Okay. Now for the painstaking process of putting in these dots. I can make or break my entire figure and make me lose my absolute mind. Yeah, that's fine. Where's my tiny brush? Oh, tiny brush. I think I'm gonna put some like really tiny ones. Really tiny ones. Oh, fuck. No, don't go crazy. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just dots. It's fine. I wonder how this looks on the skin. I guess I can test it around the base of the neck and see how that looks. Cannot see that much at all. It is very, it's not that it's light, it just matches the value like perfectly, which isn't really what I want. That's a little too dark for my liking, so I'm gonna lighten that up a bit. It's a little better, but I still want it to be a little bit lighter. Hold on a second. I mean, I just tested out the other one. The other one's way too light. So, like, yeah, like, it didn't even show up when I put it on there. So, I mean, hold on. Yeah, I don't like that. It's way too close in value. So I'm actually just gonna go with this darker one I did earlier. Ooh, that is way too dark. It's really saturated too. Yeah, I don't like that. I think that'll actually be a lot better. Like, it's less saturated and it's a little darker, so it should, I think that'll work. See, this would have been, God, my hand has never been shakier. Jesus. This would have been a whole lot easier if I had done this before I put the head on. But I didn't do that. Honestly, it should just be a confident, like, swoop, but I am currently not that confident. So that'll be a time when I feel confident. I can always come back and do it another pass too, so shouldn't be stressing. So I've got these little tiny straps that I almost forgot about that I'm going to brush really sloppily and quickly. They are tiny, but I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, that first one took so little time, I might as well just record it and not time-lapse it, so. Oh, no. This one's the one that's gonna struggle. Come here. There. Come on, get it. Yeah. No, come back. Come back, you little noodle. Okay. I'll let that bloody mess dry. Okay, a bloody mess part 2. Put out my paint. Dry. Beautiful. So perfectly executed. Yes. Amazing. Okay, next step is to put these teeny tiny straps on here. I have these tweezers just for this, and I just painstakingly put them on there to see how they're going to fit. Because fun fact, they originally were like attached to the dress, but again, I didn't quite realize that I wouldn't be able to get the body, like the upper body, through the straps without snapping them off, which is what happened. So they were originally attached, and I should have made like a space in the back, which is what I have right now, but like, yeah, I'm going to have a heart attack because I gotta glue these on here somehow. That's about where they want to lay. One. Okay, I'm back. So So I think I want to go like right there where it's just barely touching the top of that bodice. And then on the other side, then here it's just like not touching it. I could make it like that, so it's just barely touching it. It's kind of sticking up, but like I need it to touch something. Ugh. Stop it. Stop it. Maybe it'll just like gently touch the edge. I could glue it to like the skin, but something about that kind of rubs me the wrong way. But I might end up having to do that anyway. We shall see. Okay, so come on. Oh, no. This is not what we talked about. Stop it. I want it on top. I'm practicing so that when I put glue on it, it could be like easy, professional. Nothing professional about this. Come on. I might also go back in later and like put like a smidge of clay over it to like make it look more like a part of the figure, like it originally was. But we'll see. I think that's the money. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Come here. I just want, oh my god, do not be all streaky. Okay. Stop it. Not exactly what we talked about. Come on. Don't do that. Right. Okay. 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 Come on. The exact thing we were just doing. Okay. You know what? It is what it is. I'm not super stoked about that because it's not really what I wanted. You bastard. That's more of what I want. Damn it. Stop being stringy. Come on. Oh my god. Actually, yes. According to plan. All according to plan. Perfect. 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 Yeah. Okay. Other side. Okay. Okay. Come here. Okay. I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop sticking. even know if there's enough glue on that. I don't really think there's any glue on that. Nope. Don't make me regret this, please. Ooh. Hey, I see you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, there is more than enough glue on that. I can see it. And it sticks out quite a bit, but you know, again, it is what it is. I will do my best to cover that up. Put like a little dollop of something there. And cover that up. So I have some of this Tamiya. Tamiya putty, right? Tamiya. I'm gonna try and cover this gap right here. Because I think it's dry. As if whispering is going to help me. Wish I had something to make it smoother. Not meant to attach anything, just meant to make it look like it was always supposed to be there. Okay, so the other side worked out pretty well. So I'm gonna try and do it right here as well, because you know, it's not super pretty. You can even still see it right now, but you know, it's so tiny. I think I could just fill it in with like some paint and you really won't see it. Okay, so both of these look kind of janky right now, but it's okay. It's totally okay. I'm going to, I'm just gonna brush a little bit of paint over it and see what happens. You know what? That is honestly not bad. Like, considering how gunked up it looked just a second ago, all I did was apply just an astronomical amount of paint. Like, that's pretty decent. It's not just good, it's good enough.